be as form of paganism. Then also when we look at it in celebration of Christmas at times, do we celebrate Christ like we're supposed to? Do we celebrate Christ with wild parties and drinking parties and smoking parties to honor Christ? No. How do you celebrate and how do you honor Christ? Another thing is when we look at the Christmas tree. Now, in Jeremiah 10th chapter, verses 3 and 4, it says, be not like the heathen, for one goeth out in the forest and cutteth out a tree and deck it with silver and gold. Only thing that you know, people, that we do today is decking a tree with silver and gold is the time of Christmas. Now, once again, I'm not here to judge no one or whatsoever they do in their house or whatsoever they do, but I'm just preaching the word. That's all I'm doing. So if I'm in your house and you come or whatever, I'm not judging. I just want to preach the word. What we did, we gradually, after a couple of years, kind of slowly just moving away from it. As in, stop doing the trees, stop doing the decorations. And then when you look at Christmas, it celebrates with an idol god called Santa. It brings comparisons to God. As God says, heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. But we see Santa as is up in the north and looks down to the people. Bible says that the eyes of the Lord are in every place, looking up on the good and evil. And then we have Santa says that he looks up on to see who's naughty or nice. Then we see that God has his heavenly host of angels up in the heavens with him as his helpers, his works. But we see one has elves as his workers and his help. We see one that says that when you be good, you get good things. When you be bad, you perish. But then you have one that says that you be good, you get gifts, but then you be bad, you get coals in your eye. You see the comparisons of this. And we see these things and we have to understand that it can turn, well, it is a form of idolatry. I have to be honest. It is. We have to be careful of this. We see it in the schools. Ain't nothing we can help about that. We see it everywhere, but we can control it within our very own selves. Amen. Amen. I know everyone loves it. I'm not going to lie. I love Christmas time. I loved it. But then also, as I move on from this, before y'all start saying crucify me, it says, the time of the end of the year brings a false spirit. Because at the end of November and December, we want to care for one another. We want to be able to help one another, which is nothing wrong with that. But Jesus said you have the poor with you always. At a certain time, one feels jolly, one feels lovable. But then when January, February comes, we turn back to our old wicked ways. You know what this turns into? As the old letter of the Sabbath. Because 6 days out of the week, you work. But then when the Sabbath came, no man can work, buy, sell, nor trade, and go to be holy. So we treat this as a holy Sabbath of the end of the year to say we'll live our own selfish ways, our own wicked ways, our own lifestyle. But then at the end of the year, we want to feel jolly for one another. That ain't the way to be. We love at all times. Not saying everyone does that, but we love at all times, amen. But when he brought this up, he talked about it, and I had to agree with it and everything. Just be careful, people, what we indulge in, what we do. And like I say, everyone can do